Temporal bone. Temporal bone is bilaterally present. It occupies the side and the base of the skull. It has got the following parts: the squamous part, the vitreous part, tympanic part, mastoid part, and two processes: zygomatic process, which is partly broken, and styloid process, which is broken in this bone. Petrous part. Petrous part of the temporal bone has got an anterior surface and a posterior surface. The posterior surface form the boundary of the posterior cranial fossa, and it has got an internal acoustic meatus. This is internal acoustic meatus. The anterior surface form the boundary of the middle cranial fossa. The mastoid part of the temporal bone is a pneumatized structure and consists of mastoid air cells. The downward projection from the mastoid part of the temporal bone is called as mastoid process. This is the mastoid process. Internal structure of the vitreous and the mastoid part of the temporal bone. Internally, we can see the mastoid antrum and the mastoidal air cells, as well as the middle ear cavity. The bones of the middle ear cavity are malleus, incus, and stapes. Now, this is the tympanic membrane. To the tympanic membrane, attached to the tympanic membrane is the handle of the malleus. To the head of the malleus, incus is attached. To the long limb of the incus, there is an attachment of the stapes. All these things are not very much clear in this specimen. Now, the tympanic part. I'm flipping it over. Now, the tympanic part is present inferior to the squamous part and anterior to the mastoid process. Now, the anterior wall of the tympanic part forms the posterior boundary of the mandibular fossa. This is the anterior part of the tympanic part forming the posterior boundary of the mandibular fossa, whereas the posterior part of the tympanic fossa will form the posterior boundary, roof, floor, and part of the anterior wall of external acoustic meatus. This is the external acoustic meatus. Inside the external acoustic meatus, you can see the tympanic membrane. Now, this is the tympanic membrane. From inside, you can see this membrane. This one. See, this one is here. Thank you. Here we'll be seeing about the ear ossicles, that is the malleus, the incus, and the stapes. The malleus has got an head, a neck, handle, lateral process, and an anterior process. The head has an articular surface for the incus, wherein incus is attached. Now, this is the incus. Incus has got a short limb, a long limb, body, and an articular surface for malleus. Okay, now this is the stapes. The stapes has got an head, base, anterior limb and a posterior limb. Okay, this is the complete articulation of the bones. This is the handle of the malleus, which is attached to the tympanic membrane. Tympanic membrane is not showed in this diagram. The head of the malleus is attaching to the incus. The long limb of the incus is attaching to the head of the stapes. This is about the ear ossicles. Thank you. There are three ear ossicles, that is the malleus, incus and stapes. I have articulated the bones in a percutaneer. Now here you can see malleus, incus and the stapes. The handle of the malleus is attached to the needle. In the body, handle of the malleus is attached to the tympanic membrane. The head of the malleus provide articulation to the incus. To the long limb of the incus, head of the stapes is attached. You can see malleus, incus and stapes. Thank you.